તથાય તથાય બજલ ખોલ ઘન ઘન તાહે ઝાઝેર રો
તથાય તથાય બજલ ખોલ ઘન ઘન તાહે ઝાઝેર રો
પ્રેમે ઢલાઢલ સોના રંગા ચરણે નો પુરભાગે
પ્રેમે ઢલાઢલ સોના રંગા ચરણે નો પુરભાગે
મુકુંદ માધવ યાદવ હરી બોલે ન બોલો રે બદન ભોરી
મુકુંદ માધવ યાદવ હરી બોલે ન બોલો રે વદન ભોરી
મીછે ને દાબોશે ગેલો રે રાતી દિવસ શરીર સાજે
પીછે નીના વસે ગેલા રે રાતી દિવસ શરીર સાજે
એ મન દુર્લભ માનવ દેહો પાઈ અખી કરો ભાવના કેહો
હે મન દુર્લભ માનવ દેહો પાયતિ કરો ભાવના કેહો
એને ના ભોજિલે યશોદા સુતા શરમે પોરી બેરાજે
યશોદા સુતા ચરણે પોરી બેલાજે
ઉદિત તપન હોઈલે હસ્તા દિન ગેલો બોલી હોઈલે વ્યસ્તા
ઉદિત તાપન હોઈલે હસ્તા વિના ગેલો બોલી હોઈલે વ્યસ્તા
તબે કેનો એ બે આલસ હોય ના ભજ હે દય રાજે
સાબે કે નો રે બે આલસ હોરે ના ભજે દોયરાજે
જીવન અનિત્યા જન હસાર કાહે નાના વિધ વિપદ ભાર
જીવન અનિત્ય જન સાર તારે નાના વિધા વિપદ ભાર
નામાશ્રયા કોરી જતન તુમી થક આપન કાજે
નમસ્કાર કરી જતન તુમી થકપન કાજે
જીવેન કલ્યાણ સાધન કામ જગતે આશીએ મધુર નામ
જીવેન કલ્યાણ સાધન કામ જગતે આશીએ મધુર નામ
અવિદ્યાતી નિરતન રૂપે હેદ ગગન બિરાજે
અવિદ્યાતી મેરા સપન રૂપે હૃદય ગગન બિરાજે
કૃષ્ણ નામ સુધા કોઈ અપાન જુલાઓ ભક્તિ વિનોદ પ્રાણ
રામ સુધા કોઈ અકાન દુરાઓ ભક્તિ વિનોદ પ્રાણ
નામ બિના કિછુ નહીં ગોર 14 ભુવન છે
નામ વિના કિછુ નહીં કોહારો ચૌદ ભુવનમાં
નામ બિના કિછુ નહીં Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Jai Gauranga, Gauranga. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada.
नाम संकीर्तन की जय, सद्गुरु शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णकृष्णाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरवस्य नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नीलाचल निवासाय नित्याय परमात्मने बलभद्रा सुभद्राभ्यां जगन्नाथाय ते नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं। परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरम्। हरे कृष्णा
हरे कृष्णा।
today we have been ordered to speak on the topic being the opportunist. Prabhu. So in this world, I was just thinking on this very topic. Everyone in this world, after thinking deeply, I found everyone in this world is actually an opportunist. Everyone in this world is opportunist. And he is always, everyone in this world is looking for certain opportunity. And wherever he gets the opportunity, he does whatever he feels is his value system. Okay. Right. This is the foundation of our discussion. So whatever we consider valuable, we will take opportunity of that. So let us see, based on our different modes in which we are in, also we will take advantage of the opportunities, different opportunities. For example, I was analyzing, because being in Calcutta, we try to see the people in Calcutta and people in Bengal last many years now, almost more than 16 years. We're trying to serve here. Am I audible? Audible clearly. So we observed, because we also went to Bombay before. Before coming to Calcutta, we used to regularly visit Bombay because of our connections there, special masters, centers there, so we used to regularly visit Bombay. So when we used to go to Bombay, because a lot of traveling is there, so we found that in Bombay the culture is there that even at midnight, at 12 o'clock also, if you go in the streets, you can find people, the whole city filled with a lot of chahal. It's active city, even at 12 o'clock. And once our train reached at 5 a.m. in the morning at Kalyan station, and we were thinking that maybe we'll get no one there, and maybe how we'll get a train. But as we got down, we felt it was daytime. So many people even at 5 o'clock. So it seemed that they never sleep. It seemed that they're always awake 24 hours. And we found that everyone was very eager to do water transactions. So I found that Bombay, because the city is primarily in mode of passion. Right? So that's why everyone always is looking for the opportunity to make more and more business, make more and more money, and whatever for them, day and night doesn't matter. So that is based on their value system. What their value? A certain value system they have. What is it? They think money is all in all, and because that is all in all, it doesn't matter whether I get to sleep, I get to eat. It just doesn't matter. Just if I can get to earn money, even if today I have to fast whole day, no problem. If I don't have to sleep whole day, 24 hours, jagran karna hoga, raatri jagran, doesn't matter, because I value money, and for that, wherever I look for opportunity, I will do whatever it takes, right? Similarly, I found when I came to Calcutta, I found here the culture is little different. I found that sometimes you stop the taxi, taxi in the daytime, you stop the taxi, and the taxi says, I don't want to go. Then हम ज़्यादा पैसा देंगे. I don't want to go. It's my lunch time. It's my lunch time, so it doesn't matter. जितना पैसा आप दो, because I value My food, eating. Eating is my value system. And then in the night time, you hardly find. Now since Ola, Uber and all come, little bit it has frequencies increased, but still you can go to Calcutta, you can see at 9 p.m. suddenly, 8 o'clock onwards, the city starts to sleep. After 9, it's like the city is gone. It's a dead city. Everywhere is gone. You won't find shops open. You won't find people on the road. It's like because they value another thing. That is in the night, if you try to ask them, they say, "Nahi, abhi sone ka time hai." Money doesn't matter. So I found another value system here, and that's why I thought that probably this is symptoms of mode of ignorance. So one is mode of passion, another is mode of ignorance. For them, sleep is very important. And later on, I heard in the lectures of Srila Prabhupada also, Srila Prabhupada was talking about Calcutta, and Prabhupada said that in Calcutta, a person going for a job, if in between the job, if he get to sleep, if he is able to, suppose job time is there, in between the job, you somehow the other cheat the boss and somehow sleep more. And by sleeping, you can earn your money because you slept. They feel this is a game because I slept. So sleeping is considered, the more number of hours you are able to sleep in a day, the more you are considered a successful man. So there is a different value system. So, and according to that value system, they take opportunity. Okay, अभी boss बाहर है तो फिर अभी सो जाओ. So this is their value system, and in that way, this is called another kind of opportunist. And hence, when we start to analyze the whole world, we find based on different modes, everyone is an opportunist. Right? And based on those modes, everyone has their own value system. Okay? They have their value system. That okay, this is what I consider as valuable, and if this is I consider valuable, then I will do whatever it takes. Whenever I get the opportunity, I will just take part of that. Take into that. Similarly, now you can tell me what is the mode and what is the value. And value means, see, everyone has different values. Even among the values, there are different priorities. Right? So some people may value money. And money is very important, but they may value being ethical and being principled even more than having money. That means if there is an opportunity for them to earn money in an improper way, right? So opportunity is there. What is the opportunity? To earn money in an unethical way, right? By gambling or by some improper methods, maybe by robbery, by thievery, or by cheating, some or the other way. Now it depends on their value system. If they value principles more than the money, right, then you will find, although they see the opportunity, they will not go into it, right? Because they know that I have a higher value. That means, based on our priorities within our value system, also we will take certain opportunity and will not take certain opportunity, right? So because he wants to take opportunity of being principled, although there is a money kept openly and I have opportunity to take it, but I have an opportunity, another opportunity I have what? To follow the principles, right? So if he values principles, he will take the opportunity that in this case, I will take the opportunity to follow the principles over the pleasure or over the instant gratification, right? Whereas on the other hand, someone has the value system that money is all in all, kaise bhi matter, or how does it matter? Somehow the other money has to come. Right? It doesn't matter what are these principles, who cares for these things. So if that is the higher then he will take opportunity even in illegal methods. Right? Okay. So that way we can understand. So through this analysis, basic analysis we did, to understand that everyone has that tendency or that innate nature of being opportunist. But that innate nature of being opportunist is very much dependent on the value system which we hold in our lives very sincerely and very seriously. So having made this point, so we can see that based on the modes, everyone takes advantage of the opportunities, mode of ignorance, sleeping in the office hours, crime, robbery, we discussed this, or even cheating in the exams. One can be opportunist about that. The professor is not watching, let me just, this is the opportunity for me. But this is all in mode of ignorance, because ignorance means you don't understand what's going to come in the future. Mode of passion, one may be working hard for business, Bombay taxi drivers in the night. And conductor, just now we had an experience. So we were coming from Rath Yatra, just we were planning our Ulta Rath Day, we just wanted to, we had huge quantities of luggage, like we had our own bags, so we had put our bags, plus we had huge bundles of black mats, plus we had trolley bags. Some devotees had gone for purchasing, we had their bags also, plus we have many more assets. So it was like huge assets, and there were 5 devotees, 5 of us, and we had huge quantity of assets. So as we came out from the pandal and came to the bus stop, we wanted to book taxi, but we were very doubtful whether taxi wala will take so much luggage. And we were doubtful anyone will agree for so much luggage, because who will take us in? But somehow as soon as we reached the bus stop, suddenly one bus conductor was welcoming, oh come to Howrah, come to Howrah. And we were like thinking that he is calling us, and I think anyways no one will agree for so much luggage, let us enter into, and then and we thought, and he just saw so much luggage, immediately he started helping, we said, okay, he took our luggage and he started putting, and although the bus was quite full, but he was making a space and putting our luggage very nicely. Thinking, wow, Krishna का क्या arrangement है, इतना अच्छा हमको कंडक्टर मिल गया, and he's making all arrangements for our luggage. We were really thinking how we will go to Howrah station, and he made all nice arrangements. He put all our bags very safely. He made us sit also. We got seat. All of us sat also somehow or the other, and he made all arrangements. So we were like very comfortable. So nice. Now we can very peacefully go to Howrah. We were so much excited. After some time, he came, and he asked for them. Then we thought, okay, now we have to purchase the ticket. He asked for them, or the Lakshmi. So he said, how much? And he said 200 rupees. Immediately we understood. Because it will cost only, to go to Howrah, it costs maybe 12 rupees per person, and 5 rupees, maybe 60 rupees it should cost. So immediately he said 200 rupees. Then we understood that he is an opportunist. He looked that we are in desperate need of help, so let me help them and let me extract money later on. Anyways, we gave 150 rupees somehow bargain, and because anyways we would have paid somewhere. But the point is that, but he took in one way it's ethical, in one way it's unethical. So but point is that he is ready to do so much. He's looking for the opportunity because he is seeing that I can earn money through this. So that way, everyone in this world is opportunist, and hence, in this world, actually, to be able to trust anyone, if someone is too much helping us, we may find difficulty. क्या है इसका क्या motivation? क्यों इतना कर रहा है? But the same thing in devotee circle, when you come in association of devotees, you find that devotees are such people. Devotees are such amazing people. When you find them helping us, And when you, in the beginning when you meet devotees and you see that they are helping so much, they are really sacrificing so much for us, you start to get a doubt that there must be something. कुछ तो इनको चाहिए, हमसे जो इतना हमको हेल्प करेंगे, but there has to be some exchange, just like this conductor, इतना ज़्यादा प्रेम दिखा रहे हैं मतलब कुछ तो रहेगा. So sometimes the devotees also, when we meet and we see that they are doing so much love, so much care, there must be something behind it. कुछ तो उनका motivation रहेगा, कुछ तो reason रहेगा, कुछ वो भी लगता है opportunist है कि नहीं? दुनिया में अभी मैंने already बोला, everyone in this world is opportunist. So when we come in association of devotees, we feel that devotees also must be opportunist. They are also seeing that, just like in voices, they see that a second year, third year devotee goes to preach to first year. और अपने बैचमेट को या सीनियर्स को प्रीच नहीं करता है. किसको प्रीच करते हैं? फर्स्ट ईयर को प्रीच करते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि वहाँ पर क्या है? अपॉर्चुनिटी है. Opportunity, people will hear. So it seems they are also opportunists. And they are also doing so much help and so much service, so much favor, because they want to gain something. कुछ तो उनको चाहिए. क्या चाहिए वो ढूंढेंगे. Okay, let me take their favor and later on I find out and expose them. Expose कर देंगे. क्या देखो ये भी बाहर के लिए मेरे opportunist हैं. And when we enter into this game, that let me try to explore the devotee and try to expose the devotee, explore and expose. When you enter into this game, if we enter into this game and try to really enter into the depth of the devotee's heart, we'll get lost. we'll be losing our own heart actually in such a game, because you realize that actually they don't want anything for themselves. All these devotees, they are surely opportunists, there's no doubt. Because, as I told in the beginning, that everyone in this world is opportunist. And everyone is opportunist based on
their
values. So whatever opportunity we take reflects our value system. Okay. Everyone has their values. Surely they are also opportunists. Devotees are also no less. But then what is their motivations? From where that is coming? What are these different category of people? Are they mood of ignorance, mood of passion, mood of goodness? Mood of goodness means, okay, just let me tell about goodness also. And let's go on. Goodness means, okay, here is certain natural goodness, but there can be anyone, so he finds something natural, so you want to take opportunity of that. Or goodness also means you want to help people on material platform. So you find that someone has opportunity to give some help, someone let's say hungry, so he may think that, oh, I have opportunity to feed him. So even if I have little food, let me sacrifice my food. So in that way they are also opportunists. They look for certain opportunity to help. But unfortunately, still goodness is also not pure. Why? Or can someone say that what is the difficulty if someone is feeling hungry and this person gives him some food? If there is a problem, it's a good thing. Is there a limitation in that?
It will become the habit.
It will become a habit, okay, but right now someone is suffering. You should give him something. Yes.
He is giving him sin to eat. He is engrossed more and more in material activities.
Yeah. So to give an ordinary food to a person is not a very great welfare work. Right? Sometimes ordinary food may be a non-veg also. Right? If it is non-veg, then surely it's just like there was once a person, real story of a person. He was really thinking about everyone's welfare. He was a very rich man in the village. Sometimes in village also there are many rich men. So he was a rich man, and he used to organize in the village a big bhandara. He'll call all the village people and feed. And on the day of bhandara, a truck full of goats would come. Now you can understand what bhandara he was doing. And he thought he was doing a great welfare work by cutting the throat of so many goats. So this was his big mandala, that I'm going to help so many villagers. What he is doing actually, what he is doing? He is doing sinful activity, that's okay, that's one thing. What else he is doing? He is calling all the village people and telling, take sin. I should not alone be doing sin. You should also become sinful. Everyone, you all are suffering in your life because of sin. I will increase your suffering. You take more sin. What kind of welfare activity is this? This is a welfare activity in ignorance. If you don't know. The real story, this person who was doing this, he later on came in touch because devotees were distributing Bhagavad Gita. He took Bhagavad Gita, he read Bhagavad Gita, he came in touch with devotees, started chanting Hare Krishna. And he understood what he was doing was so wrong. And then he decided to continue the Vandana. But now in a different way. Right? No more goats, obviously. But now it was only Prashadam. Haribo. Now he understood that okay, feeding is not a problem, but feeding the right thing, that is Prashadam. Right? So that way, unless one becomes a devotee, he can't actually do any welfare work also for anyone in this world. So mode of goodness also based on whatever you value. So based on our value system, we have opportunity, we take opportunity, and hence whatever opportunities one is taking reflects one's value system. So what is the value system of a devotee? Why a devotee goes out of way and sacrifices for others? Sometimes you may find some of your seniors coming to your hostel and spending time while they have their studies, they have their college, they have their assignments, but they are spending time with you. Anyone of you observed your seniors coming and spending time with you and trying to help you to come to Krishna consciousness, right? So the doubt may come, लोग क्यों इतना sacrifice करते हैं? तो क्या इनको? And as soon as they see, they also look for opportunity, They see that अभी exam खत्म हुआ. आज एग्जाम खत्म हुआ है, अभी तुरंत अपॉर्चुनिटी देके बॉयज में आ जाओ अभी हम कैंप करेंगे. Even this we didn't do. What is this? This is also an opportunity. Nobody will take opportunity. Okay. अभी तक में आपका समर वेकेशन है, चलो हम लोग उत्कर्षण चलते हैं, हम लोग खड़गपुर चलते हैं, BTW, STW like that. So yes, devotees are also opportunists. Right? So then the question comes, what is the value system? What is making them take this opportunity? What they want? Right? There must be something which they want. So let us try to analyze. The answer is that they want something which doesn't come in these three modes. Okay? Their desire is something beyond the three modes. Okay? And their desires and their value system is something which is the real eternal value system. So let us try to understand what is the real value system, what we should really value. And if it's not well organized, PPT or anything, but we'll just try to share something. I'll not share the slide. I'll just let us try to understand this part. So what we should really value, what is that real eternal value system which a devotees hold and which we are all aspiring devotees. Okay. So we can also learn those values. So the first thing we value based on what we think we are. तुम अपने आप को समझते क्या हो? We have to ask this question, to ourselves. तुम अपने आप को समझते क्या? कौन हो तुम? So if you think that you are IITian, IIT Kharagpur or IIT Nagpur, whatever, you are IITian, I think that. And based on that, you have a certain value system. Right? If you think you are a boy, you are a man, then you have a certain value system. If you think you are this body, you have a certain understanding. So devotees understand that all these designations are temporary, and the real myself is I am a spirit soul who is loving servant of Krishna. Right? We are spiritual. The first understanding in the terms of reality is that we are spiritual. Right? That's why the slogan is Aham Brahmasmi. And I am not the matter, I am spirit. I am a spiritual. As soon as we understand I am a spiritual, immediately, actually this understanding leads to so much of change in our entire value system. If you really understand. Right? Sometimes we just speak as a part of our speech. We are not the body and the spirit soul. It becomes like a habit of speaking. But try to understand this point. As soon as you say, I am not the body, I am not the matter, I am a spiritual, immediately what happens is that you start to understand that nothing in this material world can make you happy. Right? You understand? If you are spiritual, Srila Prabhupada in one lecture was giving an analogy of spirit and matter like oil and water. Right? Can you put water and put oil and mix it? What will happen? It will always separate. Because there is no incompatible situation. Similarly, Prabhupada says, spirit and matter, incompatible. So hence, when you understand I am a spiritual, how much ever you extract happiness from the matter, and whatever you may try to do, it will never satisfy you because you are spiritual. Being spiritual, you can never be happy with anything material. And hence, we have to understand that we are all hungry for spiritual happiness. We are all thirsty for spiritual happiness. We need that. How much ever we try to, just like another example we gave is, suppose I am feeling hungry. I am feeling hungry, and I take what is it? Krish. Suppose I take Krish. And I'm going with Krish to a restaurant. It's a Govinda's restaurant. I go to a nice, and I order a nice, huge plate of big feast. And then I take all the food and put in Krish. I'm feeling hungry. I'm feeling too hungry. And I take the whole food and put in. And he takes everything. And then after that, the whole plate is finished. What I feel? My hunger is satisfied now? No. How can I be satisfied if I am giving food somewhere else? I am still hungry as it is. Then I may think that this restaurant is no good. So much food I took, but I am not feeling satisfied. This restaurant is no good. And you will go to another restaurant. Doesn't matter how many restaurants you visit, you will never be satisfied because you don't know who you are. You are thinking you are this. If I am thinking I am this, then I will never be happy. Hence, first we need to understand who am I. Only if I understand I am a spirit soul, and then I need to understand that I have a different food. I will give food to myself. And that food is spiritual. Because I am spiritual, I need spiritual food. I can't be happy with matter. And hence our hunger remains as it is. Despite so much of attempts in the material world. So much of running around in the material world with materialistic pursuits to try to become happy. Because we are spiritual. And hence, you can see that we are hungry for a spiritual happiness. And when we indulge in lower happiness, happiness of trying to get material happiness by some sort of third class sense gratification, we actually don't become happy, rather we become morose. How many of you have experienced in your life that if you indulge in something which is certainly not approved by the scriptures, approved by the Lord, approved by the devotees, somehow or the other you indulge into that and thinking that I'll become happy. Mind gives this, what do they call this, proposal, or mind gives that advertisement, and you'll be happy, just do it. And then you find instead of becoming happy, you become morose. Anyone have experienced in this classroom? You become morose actually. In this regard, I'll give you one example, a nice story. Please hear it carefully. Once upon a time, there was an elephant. Okay. This elephant was very nice person, very nice elephant. Elephants in general are in mood of goodness, very good. And this elephant has a master, and this master was very lovingly taking care of elephant, and he loved the elephant very much. And every day, this was a elephant of the king. There was a king, and this elephant caretaker was living with the elephant in another place. So every day in the morning, the master would come, bathe the elephant lovingly, and the elephant would be so happy to be cared by his master. And then the master would sit on the top of the elephant, and he will take the elephant to the king. But as he will go on the street he will pass through a सब्जी मंडी उसके बीच से जाना होता था to the king's palace. And when he will pass, the elephant's trunk would move like this, and then while moving, the elephant will pick up one whole bunch of banana from one shop and put in his mouth. And then moving like this, he will pick up some other fruits and put in his mouth. And all these fruit vendors, they will shout at that elephant keeper, hey, तुम्हारा यहाँ दिए हमारा फल लेके यहाँ पैसा निकालो. And this person would be like becoming very disturbed, this elephant keeper, and the elephant would reach to the palace of the king, and the elephant keeper will come down and become very angry. What is this? Why you always do like this? So elephant would be happy or morose? Elephant was morose because he was a good elephant. He was not like a whimsical or naughty or something. He was a good elephant, just that he was unable to control his trunk. He was just feeling so much agitated, seeing such nice, ripe and wonderful fruits, and he would take it. But then he knew that this doesn't please the master. Right? So when he was indulging in this kind of sense gratification, some sort of lower happiness, he was not happy with that. He really felt that it's not good. So he'll get chastisement also. Although he knew that his master loves him, just that master is not happy with what he did just now. So then he'll go back, and next day morning, elephant will be very determined that no, I don't want to make my master unhappy, and he will be walking very, very nicely straight. And while walking, again the sabji mandi will come, and he will be like, no, and then the trunk would go and pick up another bunch of bananas and put in the mouth. Says, oh no, again I did it, and I knew again these vendors are shouting, and my master will be so unhappy, and then again I will get chastisement. And the master will get down, and he will no more chastise, he will just be angry with the elephant, and the elephant will feel so bad. Oh, what I did. I should not have done this. Finally, the elephant keeper was thinking that I want to make this elephant happy. He is not happy. He's eating everyday fruits, but he's not happy. Isn't it? When you do self-gratification, you don't become happy. So then this elephant master, the elephant keeper, decided next day some nice matter. He told him, see, I have this very nice stick. The stick is a very, very important stick I need to give to the king. So you please take this stick. And please take the stick in your trunk, and keep it very nicely and safely give me when I reach there. To the king. It's very, very important. So elephant became very alert. This stick I have to. Please my master. My master is so kind, so loving, somehow or the other I should please him. So took the stick nicely in his trunk. He was going to the sabji mandi, and again he saw such nice, wonderful fruits, He was feeling just, and he put his trunk there, and as he wanted to pick up, he found that if he pick up, then the stick will be fall down, Immediately he rested. I can't let this stick go, Then he restrained, and then he was going another, and he saw another fruit, and he said, no, stick will fall, I can't. And then he reached. This time he didn't take even one fruit. Do you think he was modest? Do you think he was happy? Yes, Haribo. He was so happy today that yes, I didn't disturb my master, and all that. Fruit vendors were also happy. That today the elephant has become so nice. And the keeper is so wonderful. And the keeper, when he got down, he was having tears of affection. And thank you. That you really loved me so much that you didn't consider your instant gratification over the service which I offered you. So in a similar way, in our lives, when we actually develop, we all are hankering for this kind of wonderful loving, affectionate relationship. And when we have that in our life, we don't want to go for, we don't want anyways. Anyways, you see that when you go for any instant gratification, that doesn't make you happy. You don't feel happiness. It's like a urge. Krishna speaks in Bhagavad Gita. It is like a fire. It's like a fire. There's this urges of lust, any kind of urges, whether it's sexual urge or it's just urge for the taste. All these are considered in the lust. Any of the five senses urges which comes. It's all urges of the senses, five senses. These are all in the category of lust. So Krishna says that these urges are like the fire, right? So it's like a craving. It's not a happiness. It's a craving that you fulfill this, and if you fulfill this, it's like putting petrol. It's like there's a fire and saying, I want. And you think, there's a man चलो इसको 100 लीटर पेट्रोल डाल देता हूँ, शांत हो जाएगा. 100 liters petrol, अब तो शांत हो जाओ, शांत होगा. Now it will blaze like anything. And hence you never become satisfied and happy when you gratify like that. And hence we need to understand, we need to develop higher values in our life. That's the value of trying to please the devotees. Right? And when we enter into the life of devotee, as I was saying, that as we explore into the heart of a devotee, why these devotees are doing so much sacrifice, right? Why they are doing so much for a first year boy and me. Let's say everyone here was first year boy someday. So I'm just talking of, you can remember, whenever you are first year, then you can remember just last 1 year. If you're second year, you can remember 1 year back. But why these devotees who come? And it's not that after you become senior, devotees are not sacrificing for you. They are probably much more sacrificing for you. Right? So why? Why they are doing this? Because these devotees have another value system. You know. That is, they in their heart feel gratitude for their superiors, and they want to somehow or other please them, just like this elephant. He just somehow or other wanted to please the master, and because he wanted to please the master, he could overcome, and he could overcome his own problems, and not only that, but rather he could make everyone happy, right? Everyone around becomes happy. Right? He can do such a valuable service and contribution, to the world. So in that way, we need to understand that we are looking for this kind of real happiness in relationship with devotees, in a loving relationship, loving association. And we can't be satisfied by the petty pleasure. And hence, we need to value the real things in our lives. So, we need to value what? The real things in our life, that is association of devotees and the blessings of the devotees. So actually devotees have another value system, that is, what is that? That is blessings of devotees. Okay. They value that what activity will give me more blessings. मुझे किससे ज़्यादा कृपा मिल जाएगा. And they are opportunist about that, because that is the value system. Okay. So they see that, and that's why when they read, when they hear, they do anything, they're always seeing that what will give me highest mercy, because their value system is mercy. Because mercy चाहिए. Money of this world hardly has any value, because everything, and so many people have so much money, but they are never happy. Right? Let's say once the richest man on the planet was asked, that everyone who has money, he wants more money. Right? Anyone who has money, he wants more. Suppose you think that Prabhu, अगर मेरा बस 1 करोड़ बैलेंस हो जाए, फिर मैं सब लाइफ पे चलूँ, उसके बाद कुछ इच्छा नहीं. But before it reaches 1 crore, you'll have इच्छा of 2 crore. And before it reaches 2 crore, you'll have इच्छा of 10 crores. And before that, you'll have 100 crores. And you'll be making so many plans. And after some time, you may be starting to competing with top 100. And if you enter into top 100, you want to compete with top 10. And if you enter into top 10, you want to be rank 1. And once the rank 1 richest man on the planet was asked, what do you want now? Because you're the richest man. That's it. End of the whole thing. No? What else you need now? You should be happy. So what do you want now? And he said, M-O-R-E. More. It's still not satisfied. There's no end to this game. Whatever you get. Because why it is so? The reason is you are spiritual, and this is matter. Whoever you are, wherever you reach, you will never be happy with matter. How much ever money, how much ever sense gratification, another story, a real story. These are all real. So once, this is spoken by His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, one of the very senior Srila Prabhupada disciples. So he was sharing that once he was in Thailand, and he was walking on the street. He was, and he needed to do hitchhiking. Hitchhiking means he needed to ask someone to stop and he can take him ahead. So he saw one very big Mercedes limousine. That's the name. Mercedes limousine, very huge car. It was coming, and Maharaj, Radhanath Swami Maharaj raised his hand that and this person opened the car. And it was a huge car, so driver was ahead, the person behind this door opened. Maharaj entered in, and he said, you can come and sit. It was a huge lake. That car was like inside of the his nice room. And then he closed the window, and then the car was so huge that to talk to the driver, he had a phone. So he told on the phone that, okay, now you start the car. Start the car through the phone. Communication in that like that. And the car began, and then Maharaj sat with this person. And this person started to speak. And I said, can I talk to you? Yes. Maharaj said, yes, talk. What do you want to talk? He said, I want to share who am I, and I want to tell you who am I. Probably you don't know. Who are you? Can you tell me? He said that actually I am one of the most famous TV star in America. Okay, right? My income is, like he told I forgot the figures, but probably in rupees if you want to say something like, let's say 5 crore every day, something like that. My income is huge, and every day I'm on a weekly show, maybe every week. And I have huge money, no wealth of money is huge. And I have, as far as sense pleasure is concerned, any Hollywood actress is there, they have been on my TV show, they have been on my TV show, and that week they have been my girlfriends, right? So I had all kind of, whatever things can be imagined in this world. I have all kind of money, but I can tell you honestly, because you are a saint, some sort of saint I can see, I can tell you honestly, I am not in a drop of happiness. And I can tell you, fact, that all these people which you see, which you see on the screen and everything, all these people are all lonely. They have no happiness in their lives. They are all lonely people. And I'm telling you from my heart, because I've seen all of them, I've been with all of them, and I can tell you, no one is happy. And then he looked in from the window. It was a paddy field. It was a highway, and next to highway only the paddy fields. He looked at the window and he said, you see these people? You see these people in the paddy field? I prefer I can be like them, because they are real people. They are doing what they really mean. But we just have to, on the screen, we have to put a big spike. But we are ourselves very, very good. And then he turned to Maharaj and he said, is there any hope in my life? And then Maharaj said, yes. Maharaj, he felt so happy. He said, thank you. I'm so grateful. And then he said, that rather, I feel I want to be like you. Maharaj says, are you sure? Said, yes, because I see that you have that peace of mind, although, and happiness, although I see that you have nothing, But materially you have nothing, but you have that peace of mind. So I want to be like you in that sense. May not be probably he didn't want to become a beggar. But he wanted that, he was doing. And then Maharaj was telling that after some time what happened, his big Mercedes limousine, broke down on the way. And then he said, so that he was feeling very frustrated. He was saying that, just see, this is not working. Maharaj says, no, this is not bad, this is very nice. Because now we are going to have 5 hours of Krishna Katha. And then Maharaj had a wonderful Katha with him and a discussion with him. So, just I want to tell this one point that this kind of value system of valuing the things of this material world, suddenly has never given anyone any peace or happiness. What to say, happiness is a far off thing, even peace of mind. One person wrote a song also like this. He's from mid-60s, many such songs were written by a very famous poet. He wrote a song like, That in my childhood I dreamed song. I don't remember the song because I have not even heard the song. I just heard His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj narrating this song. I was repeating the words, whatever I heard. But Maharaj is saying that there is a song like that in verse 16. The song said something like, something to the extent that I had in my childhood dream to become a very rich man. Now I have got all that riches. I had in my dream to become a very famous man. Now I have got all that fame. I had a dream to go to all these different tourist spots. Now I have got all that thing. And then he said, but I have not received peace of mind. Can someone give me peace of mind? Like that the whole song goes on. That I had this dream, that dream is fulfilled, but no peace of mind. So that way you can find that why? Because we are all hankering for spiritual relationships. Okay. Happiness comes from relationship. This everyone knows in this world. Okay. Happiness only comes from relationship. Okay. You understand? This is material level understanding. I'm not talking spiritual subject. Even on material world you can experience this. In this world also people want to earn money for what? If they just gratify, just like the one example is given. Suppose on this planet you become the king of this planet. All the resources of this planet are under you. Only thing is that there is no people here. There is no living entities. No human beings. No birds, no animals, no reptiles, not even mosquitoes. Nothing is there. But you are the master of everything. Anything you want, you can take. And you have all facilities, everything. You will be happy. Even for 1 2 days. And let's say, okay, 1 2 days, after 1 2 days, what you will do now? Whom you are going to show and impress, Without relationship, there's nothing, There's no happiness. And then at that point of time, suddenly, let's say after 2 3 days, suddenly, a bird also comes, a small bird comes. You feel something. Because you need someone to relate with in this world. So we need relationship. Relationships are the basis of happiness. But relationships in this world can never satisfy. So we need another relationship, that is spiritual relationships, the relationships which are centered on truth, which doesn't have motivations. I remember when I was studying in the college, I had actually I came in Krishna consciousness in my 3rd year. So first 2 years in my life in college, I was like a normal student who was constantly searching for some good friendship in my life. Right? It's natural. सभी लोग एक दोस्त होते हैं. I college में आने के बाद, so I was looking for some good friend. कोई तो एक अच्छा friend. And I got many friends because somehow I was you get good CGPA, then also people also want to relate. Many reasons, many other reasons. Another reason was because during exam time I used to always help people. So many students would come and they want me to solve their questions. ये नहीं solve हो रहा, वो नहीं solve हो रहा. So I help them solve. So they become many friends. So I got many friends. But I could clearly see that they're not actually my friends. They're just get your things done and then they're in their lives so busy. So 2 years I did came in Krishna consciousness. First 2 years I was obviously the devotees were trying, but I was not so wonderful like all of you. All of you are wonderful souls that first year only you come to Krishna consciousness. I was in my own world. But I could clearly see the material motivations in the heart of everyone. And I was really looking for some genuine people in this world. And after 2 years, I literally lost hope that anything like that exists. And then by some divine arrangement of the Lord, I came in touch. Uh, Actually, I came in touch with devotees before, but I never explored them. Sometimes you may explore to expose, but but I never even explored for any reasons. But somehow that another friend came in Krishna consciousness from another college, and he pushed me to go to this voice and to really start exploring. Because of his push, I came to voice, and I thought, let me see. And as I came, one of the senior told me, that you don't have a brother in your life. I don't have a brother. I'm a sister. I never have a brother. So he told that you will get, if you come to Krishna consciousness, you stay, come to voice, you get 40 brothers. That time in voice there are 40 devotees. So you get 40 brothers. So he spoke and I just felt there's too much of exaggeration. How this is possible? And these are all IITians sitting. You're sitting only the students from IIT, and I know what are these students. I know very well that none of them are. I know what these people are. They can't be a good friend. What is a brother? Brother is too intimate. Brother is too much loving. And friendship itself, finding is so difficult. So then I just felt this is too much. But anyways, because my friend was pushing me, so I thought, let me explore. I didn't believe their words. Many things they were talking, I was not able to accept at all. But anyways, I was coming because of a push of my very close friend. And then I remember I came and sat for Prashadam, and another student, I was in third year that time, and another voice devotee who was in second year, he sat next to me and he started talking so nicely with me. And I felt hardly anyone talked with me so nicely. Maybe he's opportunist. Maybe he wants something from me. Then I found out he's not in my department also. He's from mechanical, I'm from electrical, and quick connection in other departments. And what help he'll get from me by talking to me so much, by really trying to help me and everything. So I just felt that these are different people. These are not the people I met till now. These people really doesn't seem to have any ulterior motives. They really want to help me. So I got a little bit inspired. And then after that, after finishing prasad, I went out to wash my plate. And as I was washing plate, I found that one of my department seniors, so I was in third year, fourth year comes, right? Department senior, he comes there. And he was, now I know how the department senior talks, how a fourth year talks. So I have experienced all that. So now he has come, and he is also very well built, and dhoti kurta tilak. So he comes, then I thought, I don't know what he will talk. So I was washing plate, and he came to me and he folded his hands. And said, thank you Prabhu for coming to voice for honoring prasadam. I was like, who are these people? He's my department senior and he's talking to me in such a way. And then immediately I replied that, why you are saying thank you? I am coming and eating here. I should say thank you. Then I started feeling, these are different people. And then another of my batchmate, and one fine day I was in hostel and this batchmate was searching for me. I went to mess for taking my food and he came to my room searching for me. And he waited for me. Then I came back. Those days phones were not very common. Or maybe I left my phone in the room. And phones were there. Small phones used to be there. Somehow he couldn't contact me. So he waited for me at the gate. And when I reached, he told, Prabhu, I have brought special sweet rice for you. So I was thinking, what he has to gain from me, why they are doing so much. And really I felt that yes, these are different people. These are different people, and I still remember the taste of that sweet rice. I can't forget, because given with so much of love and affection and so much of sacrifice, there's a voice, he has to come to my room just to give this, and then he has to go back. So I could understand these are different people. They don't have any selfish motivations. And what is driving them? What is driving them is their desire to please their superiors. They're simply trying to reciprocate with what they have received in their lives. Right? Because that's what will please their superiors. It's just genuine affection, and they value that mercy and blessings of the devotees. And hence, as I understood this, I felt that I should also become opportunist. We should also become opportunists. So Katha Upanishads, just conclude with this verse and one quote of Srila Prabhupada. Katha Upanishads asks and urges us to become opportunists. What it says, please recite this verse. उत्तिष्ठ जागृता प्राप्य वरान् निबोधता
उत्तिष्ठ जागृता प्राप्य वरान् निबोधता
शूरस्य धारा निशिता दुरत्यया
शूरस्य धारा निशिता दुरत्यया
दुर्गम पथस्तत् कवयो वदन्ति
दुर्गम पथस्तत् कवयो वदन्ति.
What it says, उत्तिष्ठ जागृता, please wake up. This Prabhupada's translation, Prabhupada's translating sense of self-realization, Prabhupada's quoting this, translating. Please wake up. Uttishta, Jagrata, stand up, get up, and try to understand the boon that you have in this human form of life. Prapte varan nibodhata, you have got a special benediction. What is that? You have got the human form of life. Shurasya dhara nishita durattaya durgam pathas tat kavayo vadanti. The path of spiritual realization is very difficult. It is sharp like razor's edge. That is the opinion of learned transcendental scholars. So this human form of life is meant for self-realization, for going in the path of self-realization. But this path of self-realization by one's own endeavor is very, very difficult. One cannot get into this self-realization, God-realization by himself. Here is saying Shurasya dhara. Shurasya dhara means like a razor's blade, razor's edge. If you're a little bit inattentive, you'll be going out. Spiritual life path is very, very just like walking on a razor's edge. You understand? Suppose there is a, what is that called? Ditch on both the sides. Khai on both the sides. And a patta sa rasta hai. You have to be very, very careful walking. So what is the hope for us to walk there? The hope is that if we have loving association of devotees, if we really develop that loving relationship with devotees, then this human form of life which is meant for this purpose, actually this whole material creation, why this Katha Upanishad is saying this? Because this whole material creation is simply designed for sense gratification. There's so much distraction of material existence of sense gratification which is only increases our ignorance. Yesterday I was reading one purport of Prabhupada, who was saying that material existence, everyone in this world is in some or the other form of material existence which keeps one always in ignorance. So till the time we have this material existence, till the time we are not in our real constitutional position of loving servant of Krishna, we are always in ignorance of some illusory understanding. That means I don't understand, I am a spirit and I am working hard in this material world. So spiritual path is necessary to take up, and this human form of life is the only opportunity. Okay? The only opportunity is that we have got this human form of life, and this human form of life we can practice spiritual life. But also it's warning. You can practice, but don't think you can practice alone. You can't do it alone. You can't do it yourself. You can't be just thinking that, I'll make it. Prabhupada in one of the purport, 4.9.11 purport. It's a homework for you to read. Please do it. 4.9.11. Very, very powerful. Every single line of this purport is very interesting. So Prabhupada says, one of the points Prabhupada says that anyone who thinks that he can practice Krishna consciousness alone, Prabhupada saying he is insane. Another line he says, he is in hallucination. So it's not possible. Prabhupada's father says, because it is not possible. So one cannot practice spiritual life because it is so sharp, that one will be always distracted because of his uncontrolled mind. And hence, we need association of devotees. And by wonderful things which we discussed today, we can understand that we have the opportunity. What a great opportunity. Then 2 points. First thing is we have got this human form of life. This is the only hope for us to come out of the unlimited sufferings we have been going through. Second point, in this human form of life, we have now got association of devotees. We have got devotees who actually are completely free from all material motivations. Right? Even if they have some conditioning or shortcomings, I am not saying that the devotees we may associate with, they are completely pure in their hearts and they have no shortcomings. No, there may be shortcomings. Even if they have shortcomings, at least we can see that they are free from ulterior motivations. Isn't it? Right? They don't want to continue the shortcomings. How you will find association of people who are really seriously working on overcoming their shortcomings, and not justifying it. In outside world, you find people have the issues. People drink alcohol. If you tell them, why you are doing this, they're not going to say, oh, I have conditioning, what can I do? They'll say, अरे यही तो लाइफ है, ये नहीं किया तो क्या किया? IIT में आने का फायदा ही क्या हुआ? In IIT Kharagpur, I hope that's a situation in Nandbad also everywhere. In IIT Kharagpur, I think if you have reached to third year and you have not yet drunk, surely you are outcast. Because you can't be part of the society. How you are living. You have to learn how to drink, how to do all the dirty things. If you are not learning this, then what's the use of living in IIT? So people justify. People rather want you to also do it. But where you will find association where people are seriously overcoming and they have no ulterior motives. They don't want anything else. They just want devotional service to Krishna. So hence, we should become opportunists to take such association. Right? Not going here and there, but rather whenever we find opportunity to meet with devotees, as soon as we find opportunity. So that's why devotees' lifestyle is that they go to college, do their studies, but as soon as they find opportunity, they immediately run to voice and they be with devotees. They are always with devotees. They are always surrounded with devotees. They don't want to be alone. They don't want any so-called freedom. Right? Sometimes a devotee may think that maybe outside world, boys have to follow so many things. Outside there is freedom. No, sir. That's not freedom. That's an eternal, permanent bondage. Right? But here, simply by following rules and regulations, we become free. We can become free to really have loving reciprocation with devotees. And we obviously will become free from cycle of birth and death. So following rules and regulations, you become free. A very simple example in this context is just like if someone, and there is a traffic laws, someone follows traffic laws, he'll be free to drive, right? Someone thinks, kya ye lal batti, hari batti, who cares for these things? I want to be free. This is all, dogma. These are all, some norms of some so-called society. I don't care for these things. I want to be free. Such a person, what will happen to him?
Die in accident.
Accident हो जाएगा उसको. फिर क्या होगा? Accident होगा तो he'll be bound. फिर hospital में बंद जाएगा. He can't now freely move. Right? और accident नहीं हुआ तो तो जेल में जाएगा. There also will be bound. Somehow the other will be bound. Right? So we need to understand. And when you follow rules and regulations, you become free. So more we follow God's law, we become free. So let us take opportunity. So Srila Prabhupada's conclude with Srila Prabhupada's statement. Prabhupada is saying, we shall take every opportunity. We are the best opportunists. Prabhu. So devotees are the best opportunists. But what kind of opportunity? Prabhupada is saying, Anukulena Krishna. So wherever there is opportunity which is favorable for Krishna, for pleasing Krishna. As soon as the devotee sees, here is an opportunity to please Krishna, here is an opportunity to perform some devotional service, here is an opportunity to chant the holy names, here is an opportunity to associate with devotees, here is an opportunity to get the blessings of the devotees. This is the eternal value system. So based on these eternal value system, a devotee takes up this opportunity. And Prabhupada says that's why we are the best opportunist. Revo. So let us become devotees and become the best opportunist by taking up all opportunities to love and to serve Krishna, especially by associating with devotees. Thank you very much. If there is any question, maybe I can take one question.
After, for example, in our life, as we initially take Krishna consciousness, then initially there are some decisions we need to make based on whether it should be on spiritual path or material path. But as I took some decision based on spiritual path, my motivation is that I took guidance from the seniors. I feel this is right. But after some time, I feel a little bit regret that why I haven't taken that path, material path. But again, I think that it's good that I have taken spiritual path. So the regret of not getting into material path. So what is this signifying?
So point is that very good question, very honest and good question from Krish. You are in which year? First year. So very honest question. So as we grow in the spiritual life, we will find that because of our previous understanding, our current understanding is also like a where is a transition phase, So we have some thoughts that maybe material life is very good, and we have also got so much understanding by hearing, by experiencing that yes, spiritual life is the most wonderful thing. But what if I enter into spiritual life, what I will miss? Will I not miss something? कुछ छूट जाएगा मेरे से. This is one big fear. अरे मैं ज़्यादा devotee बन गया तो उधर तो छूट नहीं जाएगा. Because I want to be opportunist. I want to take opportunity of everything. प्रभु इतना मेहनत करके IIT में आए. अभी से हरे कृष्णा करूँगा मैं. What about other opportunities? बाकी opportunities भी तो मिलनी चाहिए ना मुझे. Yes sir. So that's why the mind is always talking about it. What about this opportunity? What was that opportunity? It's a very practical question, and we need to deal with this. So we need to understand. That's why one is on intellectual platform, another is take guidance. Okay. So first, to both the points I have explained. So first is we need to understand on intellectual platform at least that whatever material opportunities I am going to get, right? It's impossible that you will lose anything for your information. Okay, it's not possible. All you may lose at all if you come in a spiritual life, all you can do is opportunity to degrade yourself in more simple activities, which is going to give you more and more troubles, more and more bad habits, right? More and more miseries. I remember once I was giving a session in Kharagpur only, and after at the end of session, one boy wanted to talk to me little personally. मैं बाहर जाके बात किया, तो जी आपसे पर्सनल बात करना है। अरे क्या बात है? तो सच सच बताइए, आप सब कुछ छोड़ दीजिए और आप मिस नहीं करते हैं कुछ? मिस नहीं कर रहे हैं कुछ? जीवन में कुछ मिस नहीं हो रहा है? मैंने कहा आपको ऑनेस्टली बताऊं? यस इसीलिए आपको प्राइवेट लेकर आया। ऑनेस्टली बताऊं, मैं थोड़ा सोच रहा हूँ अभी क्या मिस हो रहा है, सोच के मैं बता रहा हूँ आपको ऑनेस्टली। मैं जब से भक्ति में आया हूँ ना, कितने साल हो गए, उस समय मुझे 10 साल हो गए थे, 10 साल हो गए, लेकिन एक चीज मैं मिस कर रहा हूँ। हाँ वही क्या मिस कर रहे, वही तो मैं पूछ, एक चीज मैं मिस कर रहा हूँ, and that is that before coming to bhakti, I used to feel so much of misery in my heart. जब से भक्ति में आया हूँ, ये वाला फीलिंग भी है, ये फीलिंग मिस कर रहा हूँ, मिजरेबल वाला, मिजरेबल एम्प्टीनेस, ये सब बहुत मिस करता हूँ। अभी ये सब नहीं, अभी पूरा लाइफ फुलफिलिंग है, एक्सटेटिक है। अरे वो honest. So this is what you'll miss. This is for sure you can miss. But like there's no goal in life, there's emptiness, what to do. Like in IIT Kharagpur, last semester 4 suicides happened. Why? And maybe all 4 may have different reasons. IIT student, not that. And none of them were like failures, कि academic pressure कम ऐड हो गया। एक तो 9 pointer भी था उसमें, 9.2, दो 9 pointer थे, एक डिपार्टमेंट रैंक 2 भी था, तो इन्हीं तरह के दोस्त हैं, जानते नहीं हैं उनको क्या किया। So, but point is that what is the reason? Because there's so much of emptiness. करना क्या है जीवन में, करना क्या है? पैसा भी कमा लिया, जॉब भी लगे, ये सब हो गया, करना कुछ जीवन का लक्ष्य नहीं है। When there is no fulfillment in life, there is so much of emptiness, it eats you up. So that you will miss. That is sure. That is guaranteed. That you will miss. But apart from that, where do you find anything missing? If you say that, oh, if I become devotee, maybe I'll not earn money. Who told you that? Who told you that? You can't earn money. You can earn gross. Whether if you take a job and everything, you can. It's not that if you become a devotee, you can't take a job. You can take a job, you can earn a lot. And in all circumstances, you can keep earning. Right? In all circumstances, you have. Not that you miss, rather Srila Prabhupada as a sannyasi. Prabhupada as a sannyasi, he went with 40 rupees in America. And for your information, in America, in the colleges, in the top college, Prabhupada is one of the, anyone knows exact statement I forgot, but he is one of the top businessmen. Like जब अमेरिका में Prabhupada का नाम लिखा हुआ है, and one of the best businessmen who started from the scratch. You know what is the exact statement which was published? I'm not able to remember exactly, but it is said that in America he is one of the top businessmen who started from very low capital, from foreign country coming to America, and he started his business. They are analyzing like that. Let them analyze, but even from that point you can find how much Prabhupada earned. If you are talking of earning money, I don't think you miss. If you are talking of becoming a more famous person, I don't think you miss in any way. Whether you do a job or whether you don't do a job or whatever you do in your life, you never miss. I don't see any opportunity which you miss, which any other of your friends who don't come to Krishna consciousness, they will get. What I've observed and what I've experienced, from last, at least I'm seeing IIT Kharagpur students from last 20 years now, and so many batches I've seen. So I don't see anyone who has come to Krishna consciousness, they missed anything from the material side. Okay? You don't lose, only gain. You get that, plus you get the ultimate goal of life. Right? You do your studies, you become a first class student, you become a topper, plus you become a real topper in the ultimate final exam. Others may get a lot of money, a lot of name fame, but when the final exam comes, it's all becomes zero. Right? Try to hear this and understand this analogy, this analogy. Try to understand what is of value. Today we are discussing value system, and based on the value system becoming a opportunist. What is the value? I'm asking you a question. What is the value of winning? What is the most famous video game today? I don't know. I'm 20 years back. FIFA. Free Fire. So what is the use of winning some, let's say, Free Fire, PUBG, or Age of Empires, or any such video game? Let's say there are whatever video game you can think of. What is the use of, let's say next day's exam, and a day before, whole day, morning to night, you played the video game, you played one particular video game whole day, night, and finally you made a world record in the video game. And then next day you go to the exam and you can't understand anything what's written in the question paper. What is use? उसका कुछ फायदा हुआ? Is it of any value? Right? Even if you win the video game. Similarly, we have to understand, in this world, whatever accomplishment you may be doing on material platform, what is its value when the final exam comes? What is the final exam? Death. Death is the examination. Life is the preparation. And only difference is that this exam will have a date. It's a surprise test. अचानक से आएगा, आज एग्जाम में सडनली सर आपने पहले नहीं बताया, नहीं बताया, सरप्राइज टेस्ट. Like that. So if you have not done this preparation, then even if you accomplished everything, what's the use? So that's why devotees are not fools. Devotees are the most intelligent people who know they are preparing for the final exam and they are ever ready to give surprise tests anytime. Simultaneously, they are not that materially हमको कुछ नहीं, they are not materially ignorant. They are the sharpest people on the planet. Especially you are in Dhanbad, you talk to Prabhu and a team of devotees, you will find they are super intelligent even how to do best thing in the material world also. You will get a lot of wisdom and guidance from him. So not that a devotee is backwards in the material plane, he is just doing Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. A devotee is most sharp. He is making his next life also perfect, and this life he will do 1,000 times better than all other people. Okay? Okay. So if you are with devotees, you will never lose anything which is of some value. But yes, you will lose something which is very good to lose. That is all your bad habits, your bad association, your miserable things in your life. You want to lose them? You want to lose your bad habits? You want to lose your miseries, emptiness, shallowness, superficiality in relationships. Another fear road is that मुझे parents के साथ relationship कैसा होगा. I can honestly tell you, more you become a proper devotee, more you will have depth and substance in your relationship with your parents. I'm telling my own example. I'm not saying that you have to become a brahmachari, you become a householder and have a wonderful relationship. But I'm saying that some people think that someone become brahmachari, he don't have relationship with parents. I can tell you, that even a person who enters into renounced order, even such a person, because of Krishna consciousness, develops much deeper relationship with parents. Everyone, whatever thing you do in life. I'm not recommending you brahmachari in case, but I'm just saying that Krishna consciousness you never lose. You develop a deeper, substantial relationship with your parents. I can tell you, my relationship with my mother was so superficial before coming to Krishna. It was all about क्या खाया, ये खाया, मम्मी ये खाना है, खाना पीना, और तो कुछ रियल अपने बारे में जो है वो दोस्तों से बातें करेंगे. और मम्मी की जो बताएंगी वो तो हमको समझने में मतलब नहीं है, उसका ये हुआ, इसका बेटा तो क्या करना है. So hence, that relationship was so superficial, just a superficial attachments. That's all. But now my relationship with my mother is very deep, a very deep Krishna conscious background. She is also chanting 60 rounds. She is reading Bhagavad Gita. She finished Bhagavatam also. She chanted Chaitanya also. She is very serious devotee. And my relationship with her is completely so deep, so deep. We can connect to each other so deeper, much deeper than what I could have ever in my life. So you don't lose anything, Mr. Anand. You only gain and gain and gain and gain in all respects. Okay? You do the best service for your parents. You do best for your friends. The highest welfare for your friends. Where is the loss? Does that make sense? Okay? Wish you all the best. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Prabhupada ki jai. We will now take Prasadam, and if you have any further questions, we will take during Prasadam time. So we are thankful to who cooked Prasadam? Ankit Prabhu for making wonderful Prasadam. And also Katal is there. You can smell. From where you got Katal? Rajvidya Prabhu got from his farm. There's one farm of one devotee here. From his farm he has given a nice jackfruit. Revo. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna, opportunists, sorry devotees. So we are very grateful to His Nimai and Prabhu and all the devotees here at the nice devotees at Dwarka Voice to give us this opportunity to ecstatically perform our Mangala Arati morning program and this eloquent and intellectual practical Srimad Bhagavatam class based on how to grab this opportunity of human life and perfect it. Prabhuji very nicely covered the value system which governs the principles which we follow, leading us to the opportunities which we grab in future. And how devotees also being the opportunist, they do not deny that we are not opportunists, but grab the opportunity to get the mercy of Lord. So, imbibing many stories of practical life and living experiences, he very nicely explained that we don't lose anything also, but we gain and gain only. So let's thank Mr. Nimai Prabhuji and all the devotees here at Dwarka Voice by 3 times loudly chanting Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Hari Bol!
Also one important announcement for yesterday's Ekadashi fast breaking, only 3 minutes are remaining, and we have great opportunity to break our fast from Jagannath Mahaprasad. Hari Bol! From our Jagannath